All right, all right, all right. Let's keep it coming in. Let's keep it coming in. Sorry for that break. It was because we wanted to kickstart the recording. Okay. So inquisitive, excited, productive, adrenaline. Nice. Let's keep it coming in, guys. I want to see these your reactions. I mean, give me words. Energy, energy, guys. Let me see it tonight. Okay. Let me know, how are you feeling coming into this session tonight? I want to know. We're over 67 on the call. I've just gotten like maybe 20, 20 people speak. Okay, so as we are, putting in our feelings in the chat box, my colleague Tolulope is putting up a form in the chat box. This is just to make you have access to the recordings of this session tonight. Okay, you're gonna have access to the recordings of this session tonight. All you just have to do is just click on the link on that chat, and it's going to take you to a form to register your interest to collect, the recordings and the materials used in this session. Okay, so Colin Shaw says educative. Festus expectant. Ondikai says curious. Yeah. Okay. It would be nice if you can send the link alone without any message attached so it's clickable. Oh, okay, okay, okay. So I think for those of us that are having probably joining in from our Android and so on and so on and so forth like that, would love to just have the link alone. Okay, Tolulope is going to see to that. All right. So don't worry. Okay, Tolulope is going to see to that. All right. So Tolulope just pasted the link in the chat box now. Okay, so if you want to have access to the recordings and the resources used in this session tonight, guys, if you want to have access to these recordings and the resources used in this session tonight, kindly do well to fill in the form. Okay, kindly do well to fill in the form. All right. That's so super cool. Okay, we're gonna kickstart, and I will be sharing my screen. Okay, so if you are just joining the session, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, I'm so glad to have you here with me today. Okay, you're gonna be with me in the next 2 hours, 1 hour or less. Okay, so I'm just kidding. All right, so you're gonna be stuck with me for a moment. Okay, so make sure that you have your notepad to keep, and we can move with speed. Okay, so tonight we are going to be bringing one of our students on board alongside me, who's going to join me, okay, as a co-host, okay, for a live demo. Okay, so you're going to be seeing a showcase from one of our students here at Analytics Business. Okay, so this is a session dedicated to showing you practical steps towards achieving AI skills and solutions developed by our own products. Okay, our own learners. All right. So to move ahead, okay, so you are not lost. Okay, so you don't find yourself, oh, who am I in their midst? Okay, who am I in their midst? So guys, I need this session to be very, very interactive. Okay, if you know if you know Analytics Business before, let me see a 0 in the chat. If you don't, let me see a 1 in the chat. 0 if you already know, 1 if you don't know Analytics Business. Guys, 0 you already know. Super, super cool. Okay, okay. 1 you don't know. That's nice. So 0 if you already know, 1 if you don't know. Nice, nice, nice. So for my guys that do not know Analytics Business before, I have a very, very special offer for you at the end of the session. So do well to stay till the end. Okay, like I mentioned earlier on, guys, tie your network with rope. I'm just kidding, by the way, but make sure you have a strong network connection. Okay, that's gonna help us out in this session tonight. Okay, that's gonna help us out in the session tonight. So, what is Tenalytics Business? Tenalytics Business is a leading e-learning platform designed to help organizations across the world empower their teams with a wide array of professional development options. We've worked with different professionals from different companies, talking about Kuda, I'm talking about MTN, talking about Nigerian breweries, with access to top quality courses across diverse disciplines. Okay, Tenalytics Business is addressing the continuous learning and development needs essential in today's fast-paced business environment. So if you are that senior executive on this call, you might want to put your junior executives on, okay, so they don't miss out. So you know the type of quality of what is being rolled out to you all, okay? So that is it about Tenalytics Business, what we do, how we impact people. And we do not just impact people locally in Nigeria alone. We have moved far and wide all across Europe. Okay, the company itself is situated in Canada. Okay, so we've moved far and wide across Europe, built the networks and so on and so forth like that. And we have been accredited. Okay, so we are an accredited institution, all right, that train professionals and give them sought after certifications. Okay, so that is it about Tenalytics Business that you need to know. And we are going to be moving forward to this man that is not wearing a cap in front of you, okay, but in the shadows, or as he's speaking, he's wearing a cap at the moment. Yeah, it's my recent, my recent trend actually. So for me, I am Abdullah Yondaolo Musa. Okay, so I'm a Yoruba man. Okay, so that's that about that. Abdullah Yondaolo Musa. I am a top trained AI and automation specialist, as well as a trainer here at Tenalytics Business. Okay, over 5 years in the space, but for AI and its structures, spent 3 good years in the space, leading teams in logistics, business intelligence, and software development. Okay, I'm not going to mention the products I've built. I'll keep that confidential. And I've helped startups and communities build smarter systems for growth. Okay, currently I work at the intersection of analytics, process automation, business strategies, training professionals, and helping businesses leverage AI tools. Okay, so if you want to connect with me, like I mentioned, fill in the form so you can get these results to link up with me on LinkedIn. Okay, all right, so make sure to fill in the form in the chat box. Okay, so you can be able to link up with me on LinkedIn. All right, so to move ahead, guys, all right, let me see a thumbs up if you are still with me. Let me see a thumbs up if you are still with me. If you are very, very active. Oh yeah, I'm active. If you are very, very active, guys, let me see your thumbs up. Super, super cool. Super, super cool. Nice. Nice. Okay, let's move ahead. So what do you get after this session? Okay, what is it that you get after this session? All right, after this session, you would be able to understand how students or how people or how professionals apply AI to solve real problems and what this means for your own journey into AI structure. That is number one. Number two is that you are going to see end to end. Before I continue, guys, I mentioned that you should have a notepad beside you. Okay, make sure to have a notepad beside you. All right. So first off, like I mentioned, you're going to see how professionals apply AI to solve real problems and what this means for your own learning journey. Okay, what this means for your own learning journey. That is number one. Number two, that you are going to see end to end how you can build beginner friendly AI projects from ideation to execution. Okay, the professional we are bringing on board is going to show you all of these tiny bits. Okay, you're going to see end to end how to build beginner friendly AI projects from ideation to execution. Okay, and lastly, you're going to understand or see how the analytics business programs equip you with the skills and the support to confidently start and grow in your AI career. Okay, how to confidently start your AI career and also grow in the position. You've been hearing people are making money from AI, you know, people are stepping stones. You are hearing AI engineer, you are hearing AI specialist. You know, what are those guys doing that is different from you accessing ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, and so on and so forth like that? What are those guys doing? All right. How are the people from OpenAI's company? How are they making money? All right. That is one thing that you would get to understand and what we are going to serve you, okay, tonight. All right. So if you are with me, let me see your thumbs up. If you are still with me, let me see your thumbs up, guys. Let me see your thumbs up. Super, super cool. Super, super cool. Nice. Let's go. Okay. So I want to know what AI tools do you currently use at the moment? Okay. What AI tools do you currently use at the moment? We're over 86 on this call. All right. And I'm expecting everybody to give me a response. Runway.ai, ChatGPT. So what AI tool is like your second brain? I'm going to put it like that. What AI tool do you think is like your second brain at the moment? For those of us using AIs, I can see Gemini, I can see DeepSeek, ChatGPT, Meta, okay? Meta AI, the one on WhatsApp, Facebook, GPT, yeah. ChatGPT is like everybody's second brain. Copilot, nice. ChatGPT, okay. Let's keep it coming, guys. I need to know. ChatGPT and Meta. Okay, Gen Spark. Wow, that's super cool. Okay, DeepSeek, Meta AI, ChatGPT, Copilot. Nice. I need to know, what are the AI tools you are using at the moment? Claude, Kimi, Claude, DeepSeek, ChatGPT, and so on and so forth like that. So I don't want to start an LLM war here. Okay, I don't want to start a Ronaldo versus Messi war here, but I'm just gonna say that for the DeepSeek guys, it's just clouds. It's just clouds. For the DeepSeek guys, it's just clouds. Noise in the first quarter of the year, and now dropped users. Actually, ChatGPT is still up there. I don't want to start a war, but I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody, for your input. On the AI tools that you think is like your second brain at the moment. Okay, at the moment. So, I'm here to tell you that if you are still using this type of tools that we are saying, you are only limited to one portion of AI structures, okay? You are limited to just one portion of the AI structure, okay? And it makes you in the category of still being a beginner, okay? It puts you in the category of still being a beginner, because with all of these AI tools that we mentioned now, all right, it's not as though we are the ones controlling them, okay? They are the ones serving a purpose for us, okay? We rely on them to kind of give us structures. We don't tell them what to do at the back end of everything, okay? It has been built down for you to use, for you to consume. Inside ChatGPT alone, you can create your own custom GPTs, okay? But does that mean that you are the sole owner of the structure? No. All right, because that is another entire phase of the AI structure. What you are just accessing at the moment are what we call LLMs, okay? Are what we call LLMs, all right? Are what we call LLMs, okay? Large language models. That is what you are accessing at the moment. Both Grok, both Perplexity, both ChatGPT, both Gemini, Claude, whatever that you're accessing at the moment that you mentioned in the chat box now, right? They are called LLMs, all right? Large language models, okay? They are called large language models, okay? So now, what of if we have anybody that hasn't even used any of these tools at all at this age and time? For real, I don't know where to categorize you, okay? But it will be so super cool for you to explore these tools. It's going to help out a lot, okay? So, unfortunately, you're still a total beginner and you need to skill up fast, all right? So, I want you to, also help me answer another question before we bring up our speaker, all right? Before we bring up our speaker, I want you to help me answer another question. For those of us that will be answering it, I'll be bringing you up to speak, okay? So you just have to raise your hand and I will give you the time to speak, okay? So what careers would be best suited for AI and also guarantees a rewarding career? Okay, what careers do you think would be best suited for AI in your own opinion? Okay, in your own opinion, what careers would be best suited? All right, what careers would be best suited for AI and also guarantees a rewarding career? I can only see one person's hand up. Okay, two Adetunjis. Two Adetunjis want to speak. Adetunji Adebisi and also Adetunji Sulaiman. All right. All right. So let me give you all access to speak. Okay. Let me grant you access to speak. Okay. Gonna bring that up in a moment. Just grant. Okay. All right. Okay, let's go first with Adetunji Adebisi. Hi, Adetunji.
Good evening, Abdullahi. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you totally well.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity and for the class.
Yeah.
I'm an accountant and I want to switch to tech. And
Okay.
for me to be able to relate very well, so for me is data analyst. So
Okay.
data analytics. So because I believe that data analysts deal with data. So and I like and I love working with data a lot. So using AI. So this one will now be using AI to perform my data analysis, data analysis, which
Super
will
cool.
really help
Super
me. Then at the same time is a kind of career that can be highly rewarding. Let me put it like that. Whether I
cool.
want to work in Nigeria or I want to work across the globe with different companies. So thank you.
Thank you very much for that, Day 20. Please let's bring in our best reactions for this man. He said a lot, okay, with respect to the field, okay, and I myself too, I can also see an insight towards that. Thank you very much, Adetunji. You can just do well to just lower your hand, and we are going to work with Adetunji Sulaiman. Hi, Adetunji.
Hi, Mr. Abdullah. Good evening.
Good evening.
So you asking what career path like AI, but we can use our AI for or the career path for AI.
So I'm saying, what careers, in your own opinion, would be
Okay.
best suited for AI at this moment? Okay.
So we can so we can go with AI automation engineer, AI content and storytelling, and go for AI chatbots building for companies. Or we can say AI chatbot and agents. We can do AI custom integrations as well. So a
So
lot of that.
serving as an AI engineer as a whole, that's your opinion.
Yes, AI engineer as a whole. That's my opinion.
Nice, nice,
Yeah.
nice. Super cool. Okay, thank you very much, Adetunji. Guys, for those people that are speaking, please, I need some kind of flowers for these people. Let's help them send it. Let's help these guys send it in. Thank you very much, Sulaiman, for that. And we're going to move ahead down to Emmanuel real quick, and we're going to peg it at that. Thank you very much, everybody. Emmanuel.
Yeah, leave this clip. Hello.
Hi,
Yeah.
Yep.
Abdul. Can you hear me?
Yes. Please go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, and thank you very much for the opportunity. The question is, what careers would be best suited for AI and
In
also
your own
guarantee a rewarding career? Yeah, so in my own opinion, I feel in this time and age, there are a lot of careers out there, and so long as there's actually the idea to bring in AI or artificial intelligence. The idea to bring in AI is to, of course, make work easy or more easier and most efficiently. And of course, the goal is to bring returns, right? So I don't think there's a limited, it's supposed to be limited to a particular career, right? So long as I'm just like the first person mentioned, in accounting you can include AI and then you get best results, right? In data analytics you can include AI and get best results. So I feel AI basically, all these careers, no matter what field you're in, as long as you bring
Yeah.
AI in, you would get maximum returns. Thank you.
Nice. That's super fine. Thank you very much, Emmanuel, for that. And we're going to call it a wrap on those questions, okay? So if you have any addition and the like, add it to the chat box, okay? Add it to the chat box. I'll be going ahead to just to maintain decorum and not to flag it too much. So we can come here so we can see the main man of the moment, okay? The main man of the moment is here with us already, and we don't want to flag this too much, okay? So if you have any other addition to this question, please kindly drop it in the chat box, okay? So for now, thank you very much for those of us that pointed to speak. Over 100 people, 3 very good individuals came up to speak on what careers would be best suited for AI in this age and time. And we've seen different opinions from each parties, okay, PDP, APC, and maybe LP. So I'm just kidding, by the way. All right. So thank you very much, the two Adetunjis and also Emmanuel. Thank you very much for that. And we are going, like I mentioned, you don't have to feel sad. You can type in whatever you want to type in the chat box, and it will be acknowledged. Trust me, it's gonna be acknowledged. Okay, we just need to move with time. All right, we need to move with time. So, Christopher, tonight we're bringing up Christopher Gabriel. Okay, Christopher Gabriel would be our co-host today. One of our very, very good students that that's passed out, okay, with very, very good grades here at Analytics Business. Okay, so it's going to be showing us a live showcase of a project, an end-to-end project that he has done in AI structure. Please, let's acknowledge Christopher Gabriel. Christopher, are you there?
Yes,
Hi,
I'm
Chris.
here.
Hi, Chris.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, good evening, everyone. For some reason, I'm trying to turn on my camera, but it's not allowing me. Is there anything
Oh,
you
wow.
need to release from there?
Oh wow, let me check. Okay, you're already a host, already a co-host. Let me quickly check that.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Are you able to turn on your videos now?
Okay, just a quick one. Let me see if I can just drop and then join in again. Just real quick.
Super fine. That's super.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Christopher is a very, very, a very, very great individual. Okay, and we don't just showcase any of our students here, showcase the best of the best. Okay, we showcase the best of the best. Okay, so don't think you can come and try and poach our guy here. Okay, because he already has. But if you think you can bring him a $40,000 per month deal, that would be super fine. You can poach him. I'm just kidding, guys. Okay, you can connect to Christopher any day, anytime. All right. So we're just waiting for him to join in back.
Okay, I think I'm here. Let me see. I guess you all can see me, right?
Yeah. So it looks like you are in space.
That's the AI. Yeah, that's the next level. AI automation. After AI automation, we just move to space and finish it up there. Yeah.
Paul, Christopher, and yeah, guys, like I mentioned, Christopher is a very, very good individual here with us at Analytics Business, and he's an AI engineer already. Okay, so he's a very, very good individual here with us, and he's going to be going ahead to showcase a project for us. Okay, so me, I'll just sit back and enjoy. I'll just sit back and enjoy and let Christopher take the ride. Okay, so Christopher, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you so much. Let me, hello everyone. Good evening. My name is Christopher. I am happy to be here. Of course, I've known about generative AI before now, but I've never known much about AI automation until I connected to 10 Analytics. And I am truly excited that I connected to this organization because I've learned a lot. I mean, the knowledge that was impacted was truly amazing. And then for me to be able to put that knowledge to work, it means that and Tenalytics has done a great job. Please, let's just, I mean, give them a thumbs up if you can. Right? Thank you so much, Tenalytics. Yeah, so I'm a product of this idea. Okay, without further ado, I'll just go ahead and share my screen. Okay, just a quick one. I've actually worked in the tech space, tech expert precisely. I've worked in tech expert, worked in other organization, I mean, within FMCG, maritime, and the likes, right? So currently I work as a freelancer, and then, yeah, so yeah, I wanted to just share what I have done. So let me go ahead and share my screen. So here you go. Please let me know when you can see my screen. Can anyone see my screen? Okay. Hello, sir. Can you please confirm if you can see my screen, just to be sure?
Yeah. I can't see your screen. I can't.
Okay. Oh, thank you for the confirmation. I can see emojis everywhere. All right, so here we are. So this project that I worked on is an attempt to actually solve a problem. You know, AI is actually meant to solve problems, right? So here I am. I actually put myself in a position of an ad campaign specialist. So I work for my company, and then what we do here is that we run ad, right? We run ad for the company, right? And then on a daily basis, I'm expected to be, sharing a report with my boss. So here we are. This is much like day one, right? So the ad campaign that we are running, right, has a campaign name, which is Summer Launch. You know, the platform where we are running this ad is Facebook. We have 120,000 impressions, 2,000 clicks, and then the conversion is 45. The conversion rate is 16%, and then the amount that was spent, um, on this ad is about 8,500 naira, and then the revenue that we got from this ad is 20,400. Now let me explain exactly what I want to achieve with this automation. So basically there is a problem. The problem is that there are three things I want to achieve with this automation. Number one, I want to cut off manual job in the sense that instead of me having to copy these things and start putting them in rows and columns, and then I will now copy it, go to my email, I will now go to compose and send it to my boss. So what I want to do, I want to use AI to automate the report, because my boss expects that I send him this report every day. All right. So first, I want to cut off manual work. Secondly, I actually want to save time. So the time that I'll be using to copy all of this information in a table form and then go to email, log into my email, compose and send, that time is completely cut off. That is second. Now, third, the third thing I want to achieve with this automation is to avoid the possibility of me forgetting to send in my reports. Okay, so those are the three things I intend to achieve with this automation. So here is the Google worksheet where all this information is input. Now, before I demonstrate it, I want to show you here. There's a column called status. All right, so I schedule it in such a way that after a report is sent, the automation will append the word sent, so that the next time the AI want to send whatever is on this sheet, it will first of all check the status of this column to know if this information has been sent before now. All right, now, so here is the email we're going to be using. As you can see, there is no entry here. Okay, now next I want to show you here. So the platform that I'm using is called N8N, right? N8N is a platform where that gives you that leverage to that gives you that leverage to be able to automate, stuff, right? And then let me quickly say that when we say automation anything, basically we're talking about workflow. So everything you see here is actually a workflow, which means it is starting from somewhere and then it is ending somewhere. Of course, it starts with a schedule and it ends with a message. So what happens is that I schedule that, okay, every day at 9 a.m., right? This AI, with this automation is going to go to my Excel sheet, right? It will check this information and then see, is there anyone that has status as empty? If yes, it will trigger, an email and then it will be sent to my boss automatically, right? Without me lifting a finger. So how does it work? So we're going to demonstrate it right away. And once again, kudos to 10 Analytics. They did a great job. I mean, to pass this knowledge to me. And I can assure you that if you register with 10 Analytics, you definitely are not going to regret it because you will gain knowledge. They have expert instructors here. Okay, right. So let's get into it. So as you can see, there's no email here. So because this is a scheduler, right? So basically what this scheduler does is that based on the time I set up, what it will do is that it will check when immediately it is that time, it will run this automation, right? So let's go ahead and do that. Again, remember, there is a column here called status, as you can see, right? So by the time I go ahead and run this schedule, let me execute it. Can you see something? You can see that it's showing mark. So it means that it completed the schedule, it completed checking this row, filtering, it completed all of these processes up to the time where it sent the email. Now, let me take you to the email. Now, when we come to this email, as you can see, obviously, this is a report that was sent. Okay, now let's go ahead and open it. So you can see this is the email that this automation has sent automatically, right? Now the reason why I'm triggering it is because, of course, it's not 9 a.m. This is 8:45 p.m., right? So we don't have to wait. So I had to manually trigger it. So this is exactly the report that it will send. This is day one. The campaign name is summer launch, platform is Facebook, impression is this and that. All right. So that is how it works. Now let's go back to our Excel sheet, right? So you can see automatically it append, the word sent, right? So now that this status has sent, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back to my automation again and try to run it. Okay, now let me try to run it. You will observe something, right? Well, for the sake of time, I don't want to start asking everybody, but if you notice, after I execute this workflow, it has quickly gone to check, is the sent here, is it empty? If it is not empty, what it does is that it will run the scheduler, check the role, filter the items, and then it stops here. It stops with the filter. So that's why you can see 3 marks, right? So that is exactly how it works. So every day, it checks based on the time I configured, right? So basically a scheduler we call it node in N8N. A node is like one of those tools that you deploy, to run your automation. So this scheduler I schedule it to send email every morning at 9 a.m. All right, so that's what it does. This get through actually check those details. Now let's go ahead and then add another data real quick. So I'm going to copy another entries. I will come over here and then I will paste it. So let's call this one day 2. Okay. Oh no, sorry. Let's not copy this thing. Okay. So I'm going to copy something different. Yep. So here we go. I'll come here and paste it. Now, before I go ahead, can you please confirm? Can you hear me? Are you following? Let me get a thumbs up. If you are following, please give me okay. Fantastic. Thank you. Great. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Ekon. Thank you, everyone. Okay, fantastic. It means you're all following. Okay, now remember the last time I ran is because it checked and there was no new entry. So anytime if I don't enter new entry into that sheet, it will run this workflow and check is there any status with that is empty. If there is, it will now go ahead and trigger and then it will send the mail. Okay, so remember we just entered another entry. Let's call it day 2. Okay, it's called summer launch, or let's even change the name to winter launch. Okay, yeah, so it's the same platform, Facebook. The impression is 1,300, I mean 130,000, right? And all of that and all of that. So again, as you can see, the status here is empty. So when it is 9 a.m. tomorrow, it's going to check, is this place empty? If it is yes, then it's going to trigger the automation. All right, so let me quickly just explain a little bit of what is happening here. This is a scheduler. So what it does is it quickly check what I schedule, the time that I schedule. If it is daily, if it is weekly, if it is monthly, depending on how you want to set it up. Okay, so this is get row. This one checks the data on the Excel sheet, right? And then it brings it up to the automation. This is the filter. Okay, this one, it filters the item and check, okay, is there any empty stuff and all of that. All right, so like that, let me just explain the last two for the sake of time. So we have this one, we call it if node, right? It will check, okay, is there is the status empty? If it is true, I'm sure you can see two nodes here. There is one that says true and one that says false. If it is false, it will break it completely at this point. But if it is true, it will go ahead and send the email. All right. So let's go ahead and execute this workflow again. As you can see, let's go back here. All right. So I will execute it now and then you see how it works again. So I'll just come here and then I click execute workflow. So you can see that it is running from end to end, from the schedule trigger up to the point where it sends the email. Now let's go back again and check our email. All right. As you can see, it just sent another email again, right? So that is how this automation works. So that's my first project that I worked on. Of course, I'm also working on another project where you just interact with the chat and the chat will tell you everything about the company. Whatever you want to request for is something I'm actually working on. Okay, so that is how this automation work. I'm sure you can see that. Mind you, I'm clicking this one because already we are here, right? So I needed to demonstrate it, but I don't need to lift a finger to do any of this. All I need to do is to make sure that, okay, as long as I impute, all this information is entered, every day at 9 a.m., it will go ahead and execute this workflow automatically. So that's the way it works. So yeah, so you can see, so this automation helps me to achieve 3 things that I mentioned earlier. Number one, no manual sending of reports is automated. Secondly, of course, it takes away that the possibility that I will forget to send this report, so automatically it runs it. Okay. Third, I mentioned the third one that I mentioned is that it helps me to save time, right? The time that I will go to this sheet, I start gathering the information, I will now go to send email. This just completely take it. And by the way, Elon Musk mentioned, was it yesterday, that in the future, 10 or 20 years from now, that work will be optional and money might not be. So basically what it means is that, imagine with the help of AI now, I don't need to bother myself. Okay, oh my boss, I need to send this report at 9 a.m. This AI automation workflow completely takes off that worry for me. Yeah, so that is the project I worked on. This is just like a basic project anyway. Yeah, but I'm going to make ten analytics more proud with my future project. Yeah. So at this point, I just like to take a bow and then let me hand over. back
Thank
to
you.
you. Yeah,
Very,
probably for
very.
questions. Yeah.
All right. So,
Mm.
Christopher, I'll see you on that podium, okay? Because a lot of people have their hands raised to ask questions.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
You are a living testimony, okay? You are a living testimony, and
Thank
that
you.
is super fun, okay? And I really, really applaud you for that, okay? As you can see, everybody is super proud of what you've become.
Thank you.
You're an Iron Man now.
Thank
Well
you.
done.
Thank you, everyone. Thank
A
you.
lot of people have quite a couple of questions. Okay, a lot of people have quite a couple of questions, and they would really, really love to ask those questions. Okay, so if you want to ask any question, okay, so basically, I can see two questions here. All right, but just to summarize really quick, what Christopher worked on here, okay, what Christopher worked on here is more or less like an AI task manager, okay, it's like a task manager that automatically runs, an email while being connected to a spreadsheet, okay, runs an email while being connected to a spreadsheet. So a lot of people have questions, okay, we have Festus, Adetunji, Peter, Agayi, James, Mary. Okay, so 4 different people. Okay, so we're gonna go one by one. Christopher, if you can just put your screen on that place. So for those of us that raised our hand, let us leave our hands raised. Okay, let us leave our hands raised. Immediately you drop your hand, I won't be able to call you again because it might be hard to locate. Okay, so we have over 90 or 100 people on this call, 100 plus people on this call, right? So we're going to pick the first 5 people. We have Festus, Adetunji, Peter, Henry, Bishop, and James Mary. Okay, but before Festus goes, we have the first question in the chat box. How soon do you get alert if it doesn't run? That is the first question.
Okay, so I set it up in a way that, right, if it doesn't run, it will give me an alert. Okay, yeah. It will definitely let me know. I will get a trigger email that shows that, okay, and by the way, it will come from this N8N. It will definitely let me know, and then when I see that, I will quickly go and check exactly what happened. But you can, this platform is, the failure is almost, is very, it's very negligible. As long as you have done all that needs to be done, you've done the testing and everything, it worked fantastically well. Let me quickly mention that this is a platform that you sign up for, right? I just quickly sign up for 14 days trial. They give 14 days trial, and then you can see here that it's just 3 days left. So it's a platform that is set up to work. The failure rate is very, very, very low. Yes, very low. I hope I answered that question.
Nice. Thank you very much. You did that exactly well. Okay, so I'm going to also answer from the AI trainer point of view too. Okay, immediately you are adding any node. Okay, automatically it tries to recognize the type of node that you are bringing in. That is number 1. Number 2 is that it also tries to note if you are making a mistake or not. Okay, so if you are bringing a filter where it doesn't need it, to tell you, do you think a filter is needed in this space? Right? So that is that about that. So not to flag this too much and to quickly take questions. Okay, so we're going to kickstart one by one. We have Festus. Hi, Festus. Real quick, the question.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Wonderful work, Christopher and Abdullahi. This is auction. This is auction. So, as I said, expectant. I was expectant, so my expectation has been met. Exactly. So, I have observations. The reason why I raised up my hand, you've already answered that while you were doing the second test. I was actually looking at who is to input those
data in the Excel.
Mm.
But you actually did that. This is just to also tell us that AI is not coming to take us our job, but AI is meant for those that know how to apply it.
Yeah.
Because because it is not AI that will now enter the market and be saying this what we made this or like that. All right. The second one, Christopher, I know that when our training start by December, we'll know better. I want to know, I'm curious. Did you
Okay.
write line of code at the back end? Because we are just seeing the front end of a thing as it works. As within microseconds, were there lines of code written to get all this done? Thank you.
Fantastic question. Thank you so much for that question. Yeah, so the way this does it, this platform, it makes it so easy for you that you actually don't need to know how to code to actually get this done. Yes. So because it gives you option. There's something called JSON. There's something called schema, right? But of course, when you start learning, you would learn, understand this terminology a bit more. Rest assured, I did not code PC. You know, there's a slogan they say, we know they give shishi, right? Yes. So I did not code shishi here. Yes. So I hope that answer. By the way, let me just quickly show you something here. Okay. Now you will look at this one and think I actually did coding. No, it's just I just copy, I just move and drag. I just do drag and drop. All these ones you are seeing at the left hand side, they are actually coding, right? But this platform actually makes it easier for you to just drag and drop. So when you drag and drop, it does all the background coding that you need. Yeah, so that's so you can see that it says there's as if there's a code in here, but actually it's not. I didn't code anything. All I needed to do was just to drag. It says aggregate item. I just drag and then I drop it. So at the back end, it just insert all the coding that is required. Yes. So that's the yeah, so there was no coding. Yes.
Nice. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be taking it very, very fast now. Okay. So if you have any EP, just write it in the chat box. But we need questions. Okay, we need questions. Okay. Adetunji, please, real quick.
Okay. Thank you, Abdullah. Thank you, Christopher. Thank you so much. What I want to ask now is just that to briefly give us the illustration how you come about this, just to illustrate. Okay. From you said you started from maybe schedule and Excel, something like that. You jump to the next one,
Yes.
just to give us the illustration from beginning to the ending. So how do you come about it? So just to give us briefly illustration from beginning to the ending. So that's just I
Okay.
want to ask. Thank you.
Fantastic idea. You're right. So usually the way this thing works is that it starts from as an idea, right? Okay, imagine, okay, this is what I want to achieve. I have it in my mind, right? Okay, this is what I want to achieve. So if I'm able to do all the, justification, I map out exactly how I imagine it that is going to work. The next thing is to come to my platform and then I will now start executing it, right? When you register, and then when you register for this course, you are going to be shown exactly how I did. Of course, I started from here, right? I come to plus sign. I went to workflow, and then to create it, I just started personal workflow. It will show you a plus sign on this page. When you click the plus sign, or you come over here, right? There's a place here called Open Node. If you click here, all the node that you are looking for, if I type share, right there. Right, of course, when you register for this course, you'll be taught how to do that. Yeah. So, but for the sake of time, definitely, if you are starting a project, I just show you. Just come here, workflow. You can personal, and then you can always click on this plus sign to actually add whatever whatever node that you need to add. You can see Google Sheet and all of that. Yeah. I hope that answers your question.
So thank you very much for that, Christopher. And everyone, this is unfortunately this is where I'm going to allow the mic to be held. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. If you're gonna come for me, I'm so super sorry, guys. Okay, because we're running out of time. We need to get into the other part of tonight. How we can make money with this thing. Okay, we've seen how we can work and how we can do everything. Thank you very much, Christopher, for coming on board to show us something very, very exciting. If you have any questions, you can either, fill in the form in the chat box, so you can go ahead and ask your questions. And outside of that too, you can pick up the whole structure and also ask your questions originally in the chat box. Okay, so you're gonna get it, you're gonna get it answered. All right, you're gonna get it answered consequently. Okay, so the next phase of stuff is how can you get ahead? Okay, how can you get ahead in this main skill structure? Okay, how to use AI, how to build AI structures, and simple things just like Christopher here. Okay, how can you be able to, focus on acquiring the skills, and experience in careers that guarantees you a job. Okay, so and what are the things that you need to learn? Okay, how can you get ahead? What are the things that you need to learn at this point of the day? Okay, so you'll be able to move ahead with every single thing. Okay, one of the first ones is for you to learn how to prompt engineer stuffs. Okay, build workflow automation, have a business process thinking pattern, and to be able to practical tool mastery. Okay, if you are not able to have like these 4 key things, you won't be able to move ahead to acquiring the skills, to gaining experience, to build careers that would ultimately guarantee you a job at the end of the day. Okay, so most of the structures today follow through with data and AI. It's not only data in the space again. Data itself also needs AI because AI is fueled by data, data is being fueled by AI. Okay, it's vice versa in this case, in this age and time now. Okay, so if you are going to choose an in-demand career path, it should be a career path that has these two intertwined in it. Okay, so if you are very, very much active with me, if you are still active with me on this call, please let me see a thumbs up. Let me see a thumbs up. If you are very, very much active with me on this call, let me see a thumbs up. Nice, nice, nice. I'm just seeing few thumbs up. Okay, okay, okay. Nice, nice, super cool, super cool. Well done, everybody. Well done, everybody. Okay, so now I just want to walk us through jobs that will grow and decline between 2025 to 2030. Okay, the jobs that will grow and decline between 2025 to 2020. Okay, the ones that are growing, these are they, and the ones that are declining are down there. Okay, so as you can see, you're going to be seeing big data specialists, AI and machine learning engineers, data warehousing specialists, data analysts and data scientists, data engineers. Okay, these are roles that people would be growing in. Okay, so these are data and AI skills. Okay, these are data and AI skills. All right. Also, for the HR structure, you are going to be having things around organizational development specialists and so on and so forth, like that. Okay. So, looking at the report too, with fastest growing and fastest declining jobs. Okay, you're gonna see big data specialists, AI and machine learning specialists, data warehousing specialists, and so on and so forth, like that. Okay, everything with the focus in data and AI skills. Okay, now after making a research on Glassdoor's reports, their most recent report picks April of 10th of April 2025. Okay, how much does an AI professional make in this space? on an average in a year? Okay, how much does, and how is the trajectory like? Okay, working as just as ordinarily as an automation engineer, and the progression like, how is the trajectory like if you now move to a senior level in the whole structure? Okay, if you now move to a senior level in the whole structure. So number one, how much does an AI automation engineer make? They make between $109,000 to $168,000 per year. Okay, depending on the skill sets, depending on the structure that you are going to have. Okay, how much does an AI specialist make? Between $84,000 and $149,000 per year. If you are thinking it's not realistic, these are people putting in their data to say, this is how much I am making in this role per year on Glassdoor. People putting their salary structures on Glassdoor. Okay, so, and how is the total pay trajectory like? As ordinarily as an automation engineer, you would earn between $92,000 to $149,000 per year, as mentioned earlier on. And once you become a senior automation engineer, you'll be moving towards the trajectory of $126,000 to $190,000 per year. All right. Now, what do you need to do today? Okay, what do you need to do today to be able to achieve this spot? Okay, to be able to be at this same spot that you are meeting others at. All right. The first thing you have to do is to learn. You have to learn. Based off AWS's report, AI is expected to significantly alter how businesses is done, okay, in the foreseeable future. All right. So most organizations will start using AI before 2028. So where do you want to see yourself at? Okay, where do you want to see yourself at? So once you learn, you need to package yourself too. Okay, you need to learn how to package yourself too, building a portfolio and so on and so forth like that. If I'm going to ask on this call, how many out of the 80 of us on this call, or 90 of us on this call, has a portfolio? I'll be able to only pick maybe 5% of us. 5% is even too much. Okay, so majority of us do not have a portfolio that we even have projects in. Okay, majority of us do not even have a portfolio that we have our projects in. Okay, because you haven't even learned. Okay, not to now talk of packaging the whole structure, platforms you need to put yourself on, and so on and so forth like that. Okay, and lastly, you need to apply. You need to apply these things that you've learned. You saw how Christopher made sure that he walked you through from the beginning of the AI Task Manager till the end. Okay, you're able to see two different reports, and nothing, no hiccup, no bending of neck like this in the whole structure. It's not like the human being that is prone to mistakes. No, you just have to set it up and it runs. Okay, so what are the barriers and what are the things that employees look out for? Okay, if you do not have AI knowledge, okay, lack of knowledge of the available AI skills, okay, and the training programs available, and you're not able to get a proper certification towards the whole structure, okay, you won't be able to move ahead. Okay, that's number one. Number two is the lack of knowledge of the AI skills you yourself need as an individual. You can't just know LLMs alone. LLMs alone cannot help your business. They can't think for you. They go through what we call hallucinations. All right, hallucinations. Christopher is going to know better. Okay, there are points where I would ask AI, what is my name? Okay, and it will tell you, because of it will try to hide. Meanwhile, I've given it the data that my name is Abdullahi Odalo Musa. What is my name? It will tell you, no, I don't know, an LLM. Okay, so lack of knowledge of the relevant career path. Okay, lack of knowledge of the relevant career path. All right, someone like Christopher is a live testimony. I don't really even need to go into like other testimonies Someone like Christopher has already even, shown you everything you need to know and everything you need to see into the whole structure. Okay, going forward, these are things that you need to be employable in this age and time. Okay, your employability skills. Okay, and all of these are what Analytics business is going to be offering you. Okay, all of these things are what Analytics business is going to be offering you. CV review, LinkedIn optimization, project portfolio, all right, is one structure too. Interview preparation, job reference letter, on the job support, mentorship sessions, and other freelance platforms, specializations, optimizations, and the likes like that. Okay, these are things that you are going to be getting from Analytics business. Okay, which is more or less like you should think of it above the learning structure. There's a learning structure where you're going to learn the tools and everything. It's one thing to be very skilled. It's one thing to know how to apply those skills, use those skills to apply. All right. So, and it's one thing to get hired. All right. It's one thing to get hired. Okay. So these are things that you're going to be learning. Okay. Different ways that you're going to be employed, set up for the future already. Okay. So, and moving ahead, these are a few job boards for remote jobs. Okay, we have Fiverr, Upwork, LinkedIn, and so on and so forth like that. Although you can only know these job boards, but how do you set up yourselves on this job board so you can be getting relevant jobs? Okay, be able to apply and let recruiters see you. It's one thing to just be on there. It's another thing for recruiters to see you, for you to be able to bid, okay, on the likes of Upwork, and a recruiter will come to you and say, oh, I really love what you've done. Okay, they don't want to see your grammar. They want to see what you have done. Okay, I've simply told you the secret. Okay, but to get more practical information, okay, you need to sort who knows the major structure towards the way of you to grow. Okay, so that's that about that. So now, majority of us are in this position now. Majority of us are in this position now. Okay, you people have been talking since morning. How can you help me? Okay, I know LLMs, whatever. How can you help my life? It's only LLMs I know. I want to be at that top position like Christopher. Okay, if you are in this position right now, let me see your thumbs up. If you are in this mood right now, Aim has just been talking since. Abdullah has just been talking since. What happened? How can you just even help my life? I can only see four thumbs up. Nice. Super cool. A lot of us are curious. How can we help us? And so on and so forth like that. Okay. And basically, before we go into the details of that, it always seems impossible until it is done. That's one thing you should have at the back of your mind. It always seems impossible until it is done. Right now, it's looking impossible. Okay? Right now, to you, it's looking impossible. But it is very, very much possible until you have done it, until you have tasted it. Okay? Every baby, they started with maybe one morsel of food. And since then, no baby wants to go back to breast milk again. Trust me for that, right? They'll just start living it little by little. And before you know it, they're already eating a mountain of amala or eba at home. All right? So that's just how it is. And these are some of our success stories. People that have worked as care workers, pharmacists, okay? People that you do not even think that, can this person even, be able to align something to AI structures and so on and so forth like that, okay? We have people that just travel down to European countries, and these are skills that are being sought after. You that you are thinking of jackpotting or anything right now, right? These are things you want to get a very, very sought after job that's going to bring you something very, very cool, okay? You need to learn AI structures, okay? different AI skills that are in store for you. All right. And for us here at, Tenalytics Business, we have been able to train people across AI automation engineering and so on and so forth like that. Now, for our AI automation engineering course, all right, we train students on how to build LLM applications and AI agents, just like the one Christopher built the other time. Okay, Christopher was mentioning something around a chat system. That's what we call RAG. Okay, a RAG system, and so on and so forth like that, right? So that is more or less like an LLM-based application. What he showed us was an AI agent. Okay, you're going to learn the foundations of AI automation and LLMs, learn how to prompt engineer, learn how to build LLM-powered applications, advanced AI structures. You will learn how to build voice agents. Most of us now, we don't know that voice agents exist. You are calling a company. The voice that you are hearing all through, Tesla, I'm going to give you a real-time example. Tesla does not use a real-time person for their customer care support at the moment. Okay? You are calling in, it will look as if exactly as though it is somebody that is speaking with you. Meanwhile, it's AI all through. And it's going to answer all your questions all through and through. I'm going to say it again. It's going to answer your questions all through and through. So you see how the world is advancing. Now, who do you think they are going to hire at the back end of all of these structures? If the AI should have an hiccup, just a slight hiccup, would a normal customer service person be able to handle it? No, it's an AI automation person they are going to get to look at the back end of the system, set up the documents that is expected for the AI to translate, to communicate with, and so on and so forth like that. Okay, so you'll be able to deploy, monetize your projects, and see how you can make the most out of it. These are several technologies that we're going to cover with you guys. We also have generative AI for data analysts. Okay, they are going to learn beyond the Excel functions and formulas and the likes like that. Most of these applications are already AI powered. Most of these applications are already AI powered. If you look at Power BI today, it's already moving towards the scale of Fabric. If you don't know what Fabric is, it's not clothing, no. It's called Fabric. Okay, they are trying to house all the whole 365 solutions, Power Apps, Power whatever, Power BI, whatever, anything inside one system. Okay, and it will be powered by what? What will it be powered by? You are thinking it's Microsoft Copilot. Stay there and be playing. Don't worry. So we have technologies that's going to be covered in this class: Claude, Gemini, Copilot, anything, just like Christopher showed us the other time. We also have generative AI for HR professionals, human resources professionals. You that you're a CEO, you that you're a software developer, and you are the owner of your agency, all right, and so on and so forth. Like, how can you be able to scout for individuals? How can you be able to handle things like your database structures and so on and so forth like that? Okay, we also have generative AI for business analysts and for also project managers. So you that you're a project manager or a business analyst, that you just think, oh, it's just the Lucy Chat and Miro that I'll be using to build requirements or doing whatever structure. Okay, so if you want to get today's recording, fill in the form. All right, fill in the form. All right, so these are 5 solid courses that you are going to get proper certification on from Tenalytics Business. Okay, these are proper courses that you are going to get proper certifications on from Tenalytics Business. And as you can see, we run classes from Saturdays to Sundays. Okay, 8-week structure, 8 solid week structure, and 1 last week for capstone project. And you are going to have a live project showcase that are going to be showing stakeholders. So you don't want to mess up. Okay. You don't want to mess up, right? So we have Saturday and Sunday live classes that are running for these 5 programs. So like I mentioned, we have AI Automation Engineer, the first one, okay, that trains you on advanced AI structures and so on and so forth like that. We have generative AI for data analysts, generative AI for HR analysts, business analysts, and project manager. Okay. Now, how can you start today? How can you start today? All right. And the best thing is that Tenalytics is celebrating their 5 years anniversary in the business. Okay, we're 5 years already. Okay, so you know that it's not play. We have equipped a lot of individuals within these 5 years. Okay, and our next cohorts are starting between 6th of December. We're having a new cohort starting by 6th of December, and we're having another cohort starting by 10th of January. All right. And if you want to take very, very good advantage of these discounts, okay, you want to take very, very good advantage of this discount for every, is a special discount for everyone. But at the moment, I have just few slots left that I need to get filled, and we are good to go. I just have few more slots to get filled, and we are good to go. And this offer is just available for the early Black Friday discount, all right, that we are running at the moment. Okay, so for our courses, for the AI automation course, all right, we have a solid 50% slash on the courses, and for the other remaining courses, generative AI for data analysts, generative AI for HR analysts, business analysts, and project managers, we have a 75% slash on the courses. All right. And what will guarantee your entry? What will guarantee your entry? Being able to pay, half of that payment today, then you can further complete it by the time you begin your program. Okay. Paying 50% today to guarantee your slot, and you can further pay the balance in the next month. Okay. So to further explain, the original pricing of the courses are 200,000 naira. For the AI automation engineer course or any other course is originally 200,000 naira. But we are taking a huge slash off the whole structure for you, so that you'll be able to enjoy the offer at the moment. Okay, the discounted amount for the AI automation engineer course is 100,000 naira, and for the generative AI, HR analyst, data analyst, business analyst, and project manager courses, we have 50,000 naira. Okay, just to guarantee your entry to any of the cohorts that are set to start 6th of December, preferably. Okay, so we have the 50% discount available. All right, so I need 10 people. Okay, I need 10 solid people to make their payments and send me a chart. For these 10 people that pay in, okay, I have another live session with an expert tomorrow that is going to train on building a live portfolio for 1 hour. All right, for those people that pay in, you can see my phone number on the screen. Okay, you can see my phone number on the screen. Those 10 people, I need you to pay in. Once you pay in, send me a message, and I'm going to book a slot for you for that 9 p.m. session tomorrow. That's another nugget or another bonus that you're going to be getting from me. I just need 10 solid people. I need 10 solid people. You can go for any of the courses, right? Like I mentioned, AI automation engineer goes for 50,000 naira, and 100,000 naira, but to guarantee your slot, you have to pay in 50,000 naira. Okay, and for every other one, you can pay in 25,000 naira, 75% discount to kickstart your next journey here at Tenalytics Business. Okay, so do I have any question? Before I move ahead, do I have any question? Let me enable the mic for those of us that have any question.
Yeah, good evening, bro. Good evening, bro.
Okay. Hi,
Hello.
you are joining on two devices. Can you leave on one of the devices? Can you leave on one of the devices? Okay.
Hello, good evening, please. Can you hear me?
Yes, 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 I can hear you. I can hear you now.
Hello, good evening. Can you hear me, bros?
Yes, 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 I can hear you, Godwin. I can hear you, Godwin.
All right, thanks. Thanks for the enlightenment. First, I'm trying to, how do we get this recorded video to replay?
So first off, you have a form has been sent severally chat box. Okay, the form has been sent severally chat box so that you can fill that form so that you'll be able to get the recording. All right.
For the attendance.
Yes, 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 yes. That guarantees it.
Yes, I've done that, and I wanted to get your contact. You just made mention. Though I made a payment yesterday, but I want to experience you tomorrow.
All right. Okay, just send me a message. This is my contact on the screen at the moment. Right?
Okay.
Contact on the screen at the moment. All right, so you can just send me a message. Okay. I'm also going to send it to the box. Okay, I'm also going to send it to the chat box.
Okay.
So I just need 10 solid people that are going to, make payment tonight and can message me. So I'm going to book you for the slot for tomorrow. That's not an issue. Okay.
Okay. I appreciate that.
Yeah. That's super fine. So if you've made your payment, just send me your proof of payment and I would guarantee you for the slot for tomorrow's session. So guys, still here. Thank you very much, Godwin.
All right, welcome, bros. Thanks.
Yeah. Are we still with me, guys? Why is the situation cold? Okay, Samuel, please go ahead.
Okay, concerning it's apply for the courses.
Yeah.
So if I don't apply for the courses and you want to acquire a review, I'm sorry, where I am and you want to like get a remote job.
Can you noise?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, I was speaking concerning after taking the courses, once payment is made and we're done taking the courses. So is there any possible way that we can land remote jobs, like hitting foreign clients?
Yes, obviously.
Like,
I can.
I'm not saying us doing it by ourselves. Are we going to be taught how to land new jobs? Are we going to be taught how to get these clients? Are we going to be taught how to interact with them, like get these foreign jobs? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Okay. So I totally understand, right? And yes, it is part of the structures. I don't know if you missed the part where I was mentioning about the employability skills that's in our package. So let me retake that a bit. Okay. So part of the employability skills, okay, we're going to be offering you CV revamp, CV review, and revamp structures, okay, with just your payments. Okay, CV review and revamp structures. You are going to be having LinkedIn optimization, project portfolio, and how to navigate the job market, interview preparation, and a lot of other things. We have up to 8 different structures that we are going to train you on, outside of just learning the skills alone. All right, outside of just learning the skills alone. Okay.
Thank you,
Yeah. So Samuel, I'm going to expect your message in my inbox. Am I correct?
I don't have your number. Did you put your number in the chat?
I just sent it in the chat box right now. So let me send it again. Let me send the message again. So all you just have to do is just make a payment and drop a message with the proof of payment with me, and I would follow up with you subsequently. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Mr.
Yeah. You're welcome, Samuel. So, like I mentioned, I need just 10 people. I need just 10 people. The slots are already going. 2 out of 10. 2 out of 10 are all. 2 out of 10. So I need 8 more people to go. All right. I need 8 more people to go. A couple of people are dropping off the call. This is like the best time you can make this investment. Once it's January, everything's up and the pricing goes up, right? So this is the best time for you to take action. Okay, take action now. All right. So it is 8 solid weeks, Sulaiman. It is 8 weeks for the program. Generative AI course is 8 weeks. Okay. Coming an AI automation engineer 8 weeks, and so on and so forth, like that. Okay, Peter. Hi, Peter.
All right. Hi. Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate the meeting and the opportunity to learn from people that have what you're looking for. I was here yesterday. I actually had, or I raised my hand earlier for a question to Christopher, and I also put it in the chat box, but I don't know, my network got messy, so I don't know if it was answered while I left the chat and all that. I don't know.
No. I didn't see the question.
Okay.
Do you mind reiterating?
Okay, let me reiterate, but this is not why, but let me reiterate first, and then I'll ask the question I had. I think the question I had then was, I wanted to ask was the N8N app, or he was working with, or he was teaching us about. If he is online, or maybe his laptop or his device, whatever device he's working with, is offline or is switched off.
Yeah.
Does the workflow still get executed by the AI? Maybe because he was mentioning 9 a.m. So by 9 a.m.
100%. You don't need to.
Okay.
Like you mentioned, you don't need to lift a finger. Just activate your workflow and go to bed, because it's posted on the. All right, and clouds are online. Nothing concerns your. So if you are looking at it that I'm on anything like that, man.
All right, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And then quickly, what I wanted to say, or the question I had, I was in yesterday's meeting, and I learned from yesterday that from the 5 courses, they are all subsidized 75%, and I was very much interested in the AI automation engineer, which I proceeded to make payment for. So, but now I'm seeing 50% for the AI automation engineer instead of 75%.
Yeah.
So I don't know if maybe today's offer is different from yesterday's offer or something like that.
No, it's the same. It's the same actually. Probably you missed the beat.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Since you missed the beat, you know what you can do? Just send me a message and I'll link you up with the rest of the details. Okay.
All right.
Make it work. All right.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a great night. Yeah.
Ubon. Hi, Ubon. Hi, Ubon Epong.
Yes, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. Okay, so my question is similar to the last caller, or the last speaker rather. Okay, so I was also there yesterday, so I think I also was hoping to get the same package, but what I'm seeing now is quite different. So I don't really know. Yes.
Actually, this is what is going around. All right.
Okay.
This is okay. So Ubon, you can reach out to me. Okay.
Okay. All right. Sir.
Please reach out to me. Have you made payment?
No, I was going to do that today.
Okay.
Yes.
So you please
Okay.
let's keep up. Okay.
Okay.
Um,
Okay, sir. Hello, hello, sir.
yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Please, I also want to ask. Um, for me, I think I have interest in like two of the courses, as in
Huh?
the AI automated engineering, and I think I also have an interest in project management.
Okay.
So I don't know how I'm going to make the payment for both of them, knowing that the time for classes are clashing for both
Yeah, yeah.
courses. So I don't know how that is going to work out. So I don't know if there's a
So,
way.
so reach out to me and we can discuss more on it. Okay.
Oh,
Reach out to
okay.
me.
All right, sir. All right,
In
sir.
and
Thank you.
move on, Peter.
Yes.
Right. I'm expecting your DM.
All right. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Move on, Peter. Um,
Then,
so
then
who
please,
else?
then please,
Peter.
then
Okay. You want to say something?
yes, please. I wanted to flash your number again so that I can take note of it.
Oh, okay, 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 okay. So let me just zoom into this.
Oh, okay. All right. That's fine. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So guys, any other person, it's very, very solid for you to take that step today. Okay, I can see a lot of us on this call. All right, and it's going to be very, very essential for us to take that step today. Okay, I have Ubon already in the books, Peter already in the books. Hi, Joyce. Hi, Joyce. You can unmute and speak. I can't hear you.
Hello, good evening.
Hi, this is the first chief minister of females that I'm speaking with tonight. Hi, Joyce.
Yeah, thank you. Please, I want to make inquiries. I've never, is there any background that is needed for someone to go in for this automation, AI automation stuff? Because I don't know, maybe there's someone will have a particular background in a particular area or something like that. So I want to make sure because I've never been involved in anything of this sort. Then I'm kind
Of
of
this sort,
interested
that's
in it,
super.
so I want to know.
Okay, that's super fine. Okay, that's super fine. And I know you are asking in relationship to okay, what's the best solution, right? So this is what I'm gonna say, right?
Yeah.
It's in sync with the question that was asked earlier on in the session that do I need to code before I'm able to kind of walk around tools and so on and so forth like that. So like I mentioned, how is how it's mentioned, you need to have a literal coding experience, maybe go to JavaScript, CSS, HTML, and the likes like that. You don't need to go through those. Okay, your systems do the running for you, function coding, and so on and so forth like that for you. All you just need to do is drag and drop. That's how simple it is. Just drag and drop. And the remaining things I need are just business process thinking, like I mentioned. And if you join analytics business, you get that structure itself alone. Okay, it's more or less like offering you three different structures. The part of learning skills itself, how you can be thinking, how you can be at the top. Right? That's another thing. Then lastly is how you can position yourself. Right? So these are very, very solid options. Keep say Joyce.
Hello, sorry, my network is fluctuating kind of. You were saying,
So I was saying that the skills, okay, you don't need to go through CSS, JavaScript, HTML, and so on and so forth like that. All right.
okay,
Before
yeah,
you are able to, walk around automation, for any of the courses that are up there. All right. So you just need to more or less look at the one that aligns with your goal. Oh, I need to learn, and so on and so forth like that. Like I mentioned, here at Analytics Business, one of the major reasons why you must even join the whole structure is the ability to have a pattern of business process thinking. Different businesses will bring different problems to you, right? And you must help them solve it. Okay. So it's one thing to learn, it's one thing to also understand business process thinking structure. Okay. And last is able to handle the other part of things, how to apply for jobs and so on and so forth like that. So, like I mentioned, these are things that be guiding you on. So I was asking, out of everything, which one aligns with your interest the most? And what do you say?
I would like to the AI automation engineer and data analysis. But that was why I was asking if you must have a background in maybe the automation engineering before you could launch into it.
So majorly, like I mentioned earlier on, all of these things is more or less like being taught from A to Z. Okay, that's how it's being run in terms of the skills. Okay, there are different situations you might meet yourself in. One is learning from A to Z, right? The skills, the tools, and so on and so forth like that. So I'm thinking you are referring to that. So like I mentioned to you, you are going to be learning everything on here. You don't need to have any prior background.
Okay.
Then,
all right.
Of course, you get it. Yeah, Joyce. So
thank you very much.
Yeah. So I'm just going to tell you to drop a message with me. Send me make a payment for one of the courses and send me a proof of payment, and we can continually talk from there.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Right. Okay. Do I have any other person? Right. Before we close up for the night. Okay. All right. So I think we do not have too much people left. Okay. We just need to move ahead towards the next few things. So this will be where we are going to be pegging in tonight for us. Okay. And we're going to be calling it a day for us. Right. So if you are looking to reach out and make decisions later tonight, you can still reach out to me. Okay, I pasted my phone number up there. Okay, you can go ahead and make your payments and also reach out to me. So I've seen some people's messages, and immediately after the call, I will be hopping on to discuss those things with those people respectively. So guys, thank you very much for joining today's session, and we see when we see next time. Thank you very much, guys, and have a safe day ahead.